everyone, welcome to your reading. Thanks for tuning in. So tonight I thought I would do something I haven't done in a while. We're going to look to see if your person of interest misses you. Do they miss you? So I pulled 3 Romance Angels cards and laid them out. Haven't looked at them. So follow your intuition and choose based on your intuition. The timestamps are in the description box below as always. Pause the video if you need more time. So this is option 1, option 2, option 3. So if you want to use this method, you can close your eyes and inhale slowly through the nose and then out through the mouth. When you open your eyes, the first card your eyes goes to is often the right selection for you. And so yeah, jump to the timestamps, start the reading. If it doesn't resonate, maybe choose another reading, another option. Remember, this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and forget what doesn't. However, if you're drawn to this reading and it's timeless messages, there's likely a reason and a message here for you. So let's get started with option 1. Welcome, option 1. Thanks for tuning in. I'd like to welcome my new viewers. Thank you. Please consider subscribing, and those who have already subscribed, thank you for continuing to support my channel. So your Romance Angels card is Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate, option 1. Congratulations. If you had any doubt, or if you were wondering, or maybe you already know, but this person is your soulmate, the cards are saying. So we all have lots of soulmates here for different reasons, always around teaching us lessons. Some come in for a season, some come in for a lifetime. I'm going to pull an archetype card on your person, just to give me some background on who this person is before we ask for message cards, what they want to say to you, to see if we can find out if they miss you, okay? For those who have chosen option 1, show me their person, please. Show me option 1's person. For those who have chosen option 1, show me option 1's person. This will be character traits that your person has. This will be the type of person they are. So we've got the Servant card in reverse. The shadow attribute is using the lack of money as an excuse not to move forward in life. So, obviously shadow attributes are talking about the shadow side of a person. Nobody's perfect. We'll get a light attribute as well. The light attribute of this person would be delighting in serving others with a free and loving heart. So when they're in their higher vibration, they really enjoy serving others. They do so freely. They have love in their heart. However, they're showing up at present in the energy of using the lack of money as an excuse not to move forward in life. Okay. So let's start with some messages. I'm going to pull from the music oracle first. This will give us your person's current lifestyle, their attitude, and a message. Does option 1's person miss them? Spirits, angels, and guides. Does option 1's person miss them? What do they have to say? Does option 1's person miss them? We've got David Bowie. So their attitude at present is never lower your mask until you have another one ready beneath. So this is somebody that doesn't like to show their cards, show their true self. They're like an onion. They have many layers. And their lifestyle is cultivate strangeness and beauty will follow. So this person, believes in being an individual. I'm sorry about that. Believes in being an individual, cultivating strangeness. They are no stranger to strangeness. They rather like it. They find the beauty in the strange, beauty in uniqueness in differences. And so, yeah, they believe in just cultivating yourself, however strange, and beauty will follow. And their message to you is seek the truth floating far above the moon. So this person is a dreamer. This person is a philosopher. They're a thinker. They're a dreamer. They might be interested in astronomy or astrology or metaphysics. Whether they are open about that or not, there is some sense of the other world to this person. It could be an indigo, starseed, something along those lines. But at the very least, what you can take away from this is that this person is telling you, to seek the truth, and that the truth is, often much broader or stranger or different and wider in scope than you imagine. Okay? Interesting soulmate you have here, option 1. So we are going to pull message cards from my personal deck that I created. And like I said in my last video, I did order new message cards to use in conjunction with these message cards so that we could have new messages as well. Because options are good. And why not? So for option 1, do they miss their person? Do they miss the viewer? For the viewers who have tuned in for option 1, does their person miss them? Does option 1's person miss them? I feel remorse for mistreating you. Well, I don't know if they miss you, but they feel remorse for mistreating you, option 1. Does option 1's person miss them? It turns me on when you love and accept yourself first. So I get the sense that some of you have turned over a new leaf, maybe have started taking better care of yourself, but even if you always took good care of yourself, this is one of the things that turns this person on about you. They're wanting you to know that. Does option 1's person miss them? Does option 1's person miss them? I wonder if we're too different to make this work. They have doubts about the connection. They say you're different. They wonder if you're too different to make this work. Does option 1's person miss them? Okay. It says, I got my karma for how I treated you. I got my karma bad for how I treated you. I don't want to admit I am wrong. So perhaps this person is reticent to admit that they miss you because that would in some way admit that they were wrong, although they have regrets and recognize that they did do something wrong here. They don't want to admit it because sometimes I still let my ego get the better of me. However, as a result of that, they did get their karma for how they treated you. I feel like you're taking better care of yourself, that you've glowed up, or this person sees you that way. They do feel bad for some mistreatment that they did, but, they still are turned on by you. So, I'm going to use the Angel Answers cards, and then we'll get clarification using the tarot about if this person misses you. So if you like the reading so far, please hit the like button if you like it. And you can drop a comment down below telling me how this resonates, if it does resonate. If you'd like a personal reading, instructions on how to get one are in the description box below. Angel Spirits and Guides. Does option 1's person miss them? Get more information. Okay. Does option 1's person miss them? and romance. Okay? So I'm feeling that your person is too proud to even, through the cards, come out and admit that they miss you, but I do feel like they do miss you. I feel like for many of you, they actually love you. And I'm just getting that from the fact, well, this is your soulmate, number one, and then number two, this person wouldn't feel so much remorse for mistreating you, whether they did something terrible or something small. They really feel bad about hurting you, and as a result of that, they are willing to admit that they are turned on by you. However, they're reticent to say, if they miss you or not, because like they said, they don't like to admit that they're wrong. So they feel like they've done something wrong, and so they don't want to be the first one to reach out or to admit something here, and in this case to admit that they miss you, literally. But what the romance card is telling me, that this is a very important connection. Some of you, this is a fairly new connection, but it doesn't have to be. Others of you, it'll be an older connection, because your soulmates, regardless if this is new or an old connection, there is history due to the nature of the connection being soulmates. And I feel like a lot of you, I feel like your person never thought that they would meet somebody like you. I feel like you were something of a surprise to them. I feel like this is the romance that they have been waiting for. But there has been ups and downs in this connection. There are ups and downs in all connections, for the most part, right? But I feel like, Spirit doesn't want you guys to let that deter you or shake your confidence in this connection. Like, there's a call to have faith here that love is coming your way, okay? I feel like you guys will be getting closer with the romance card, that any disagreements that you have could very well fade away here, and things can, with trust, things can grow here. But I am getting some ups and downs in the connection. However, you might be entering into an upswing, which is good news, right? An upswing in this connection, moving it to a new level, perhaps a new level of intimacy. Some of you are going to be intimate with this person for the first time, or a rededication to this connection. If you guys are involved with this person in a serious capacity, like you have been together for a while, then engagement might be on the menu. And marriage might be on the menu for those of you who are engaged. So whatever level you're at in this partnership or connection, it's about to move up to the next level, this card is saying. There's some sort of recommitment to one another that could very well likely occur here. So does this person miss you? Yeah, I'm getting that they do miss you. If you guys aren't talking, romance card is indicating that you will talk to one another, that things are going to start getting back on track here. There is some need perhaps to get more information with the Get More Information card. If there's some decision to be made, your person might be gathering information about you to see, how to approach you, or in order to make a decision that will affect this connection. If it's you needing to get more information to make a decision, then you're going to be doing that, this card is saying. So you want to approach those who are in the know or knowledgeable about your person, or about this romance or relationships in general. Maybe family members or friends who are aware of this connection or getting their advice. Like if some of you are getting engaged or married, you're going to want to talk to people who have successfully navigated engagement and marriage, and people that you find are decent or good examples of the kind of relationship that you want to have. They could provide some insight to you on your relationship, so maybe ask them for observations here. And then some of you, if it's something else that you need to look into regarding this person or this connection, you're going to be approaching that, with an analytical approach. Could be gathering information about one another on the internet as well. So let's pull some tarot cards here. Angels, spirits, and guides for option 1. Does their person miss them? Does option 1's person miss them? We have got the Two of Cups here. Again, more validation that this person does miss you. This talks about going on a date. It talks about an engagement. It talks about marriage. Some of you are going to be in a serious relationship with this person, or are already in a serious relationship with this person that perhaps has just hit a rough patch. And if that's the case, you're reconciling with this person with the Two of Cups. Because this is a card about the love being mutual between the two of you, the affection being mutual, feelings being mutual, mutual respect. This is about a partnership. This is about an exchange, giving and taking equally. You know, I do get there's been a rough patch, but I feel like you guys are going to recover from that and things are going to go smoothly, okay? So, yeah, definitely some of you are going on a honeymoon at some point with this person. And at the very least are going to be experiencing a time of high hopes and optimism and good feelings between the two of you. A happy relationship. It really has a lot of potential, this connection. Because I feel like you guys understand each other. You bring out the best in each other. You know, when things are going smoothly, this has a lot of opportunity, a lot of potential. I feel very optimistic about this. Okay, so this is about balance and mutual love and respect between two people. So definitely they do miss you. There is a bit of uncertainty I see here. So what helps or hinders this connection? What helps or hinders this connection for option 1? Show me more about this situation. What helps or hinders? Well, what's helping it is this passion that this person feels for you as they gather more information and observe you from a distance. Could be you that's doing this. I feel like it's mutual at the very least, that you're watching from a distance and wanting a new start in the connection. This is the spark of something new. So again, this could be for a new relationship, or there's some sense of newness to it. So if you guys have been apart for a while or been having ups and downs and troubles for a while, you know, when you come back together, it's going to be like the spark of newness. It's going to feel fresh, okay? It's going to have a lot of potential. And I feel like your person is very curious about you. You know, perhaps they see you as somewhat innocent, or you inspire innocence within them, because I get that, you know, you guys do inspire good things in one another. Perhaps this is a playful relationship. You guys both bring out each other's inner child or children when you're together. And so I'm getting like a real lighthearted, fun energy, an adventurous energy from this Page of Fire. There's, again, good feelings here, enthusiasm, that the two of you share, and an optimistic attitude about the potential in the connection, which helps this connection along. Could represent there being, you know, a younger relative or a child involved in the situation, but at the very least it's talking about you guys feeling like feeling young, feeling youthful, feeling inspired when you're together, and the thought of each other inspires you. It makes you feel youthful and hopeful, like, you know, like puppy love or the blush of new love, whether you've been together a long time, known each other a long time or not. And so this is just saying, you know, there's a definitely, if you want this person, if you want to reconcile, if you want this to progress, you know, taking an optimistic, even an innocent or playful approach to the relationship will help it along. That means being honest and open, and having an open heart and an optimistic attitude about love. That'll help the connection along. So what does this person desire here? What does option 1's person desire of this connection? What do they want to see happen? What does option 1's person desire of this connection? They desire a commitment. The Hierophant card is about institutions. It talks about churches and a spiritual connection, which we saw that, you know, this is a soulmate connection. Somebody could be a servant in some capacity to a spiritual institution or some other institution, like an institution of education or something along those lines, where there's strong structure, a strong belief system. But, you know, just take it how it resonates. This is definitely in terms of the connection speaking about, marriage again, because we have this priest here and we have two people, standing in front of the priest. So that's very reminiscent of a couple at the altar taking their vows. Okay. This person wants something traditional and stable with you. Something. As this represents Taurus energy. Taurus energy is earth. Earth is stable. So what are they wanting of this connection? They're wanting, at the very least, for you guys to serve some sort of spiritual purpose together. I feel like saying that they want you to be on page or on the same page as them regarding like their spiritual beliefs, their philosophies on life. They might be involved in the church or involved in their family's viewpoints. The people that they associate with might all sort of think alike on certain topics related to like structure, tradition, how they live their lives, beliefs, stuff like that. And they want you to be on board with that, I feel. Okay. But I am getting, that you guys have come together for a reason here, to serve some purpose, some higher purpose. And so I feel like this person wants to lead you on that purpose. Like this is a leader here, or they aspire to be a leader in your connection and your relationship that lead you down the path of your soulmate lessons. And it certainly signifies, a spiritual path that the two of you are traveling together. And this sort of dedication to serving a higher cause, because we see your person is a servant, right? That's their archetype. Now, while they're showing up more in their shadow attribute, talking about, that they're using the lack of money as an excuse not to move forward in their life, I feel like perhaps they think that you are that missing piece that could, cure them of that, to know that they don't need money to follow their spiritual path. They don't need money for stability, security, and in order to have the stable life that they're looking for, the status that they're looking for. They just need to be with their soulmate, with whom they are meant to follow their spiritual path and serve a higher cause, because this relationship supports that goal. So does this person miss you? Option 1, yes, they do miss you, and they recognize the spiritual nature of the connection. They are in their ego. There are some things that they still need to work on in terms of realizing they don't need money to accomplish their spiritual path. You are a part of their spiritual path, and they simply need to walk it. And they want to be worthy of being your leader down that path and having this rejuvenation and this new spark in the relationship of coming together with you in a way that you guys can express your love together. Then they need to be forgiven for something that they feel that they have done wrong or have actually done wrong, and deal with the fact that their ego still gets the better of them sometimes, and reconcile that. So they need to understand, that this relationship is worth it regardless of your differences. And so I'm going to go ahead and take this over to Vimeo, where I'm going to look at some hidden factors in the connection, some obstacles that need to be overcome, as well as the outcome in the future of this connection, okay? Make a prediction about that. So if you'd like to follow me over to Vimeo, the link will be in the description box down below. And if this is where we part ways, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you, and I will talk to you next time. Welcome, option 2. Thanks for tuning in. So we're looking at, does your person miss you? Okay. So I've got your Romance Angels card here. Let's see what it says. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So something about your connection with your person, the person you came to this video about, has to do with healing family issues. They could have some mommy or daddy issues, or you could, or there just might need to be some forgiveness or healing to a family member that otherwise it's going to affect negatively your romantic life here. So let me try to remember what I did with the first one. Messages from your person to start with. I'm going to use my music oracles, because I like the music oracles, as you know, if you haven't figured it out by now. Think about your person, the person you came here for. Angel spirits and guides for those who have chosen option 2. We get a message from their person. Can their person please tell us what their person's lifestyle is at present, what their attitude is, and a message, please, for those who have chosen option 2. What would their person like to tell option 2? Miriam Makeba. It says, if times are broken, it's our job to mend them. So this person could be a healer, could be a fixer. Excuse me. And their attitude is they want to fix this connection. Okay, could be talking about that. Their lifestyle is your joy makes fools of your oppressors. So they try to live their life in the spirit of optimism, because the best revenge is living happily. I don't know why that came through, but it did. And their message to you is, in an age of liars, the truth is dynamite. So this person values the truth, or they recognize the worth of truth. And so it feels like, they've been lied to. They just have sort of a distrusting nature or attitude in general, and so that's why they value the truth so much. Could be that they have an issue with family members, as the Healing Family Issues card came out, so maybe a family member has lied to them, and so they're trying to get to the truth of the matter, or they've learned some truth recently that has them thinking things through. Okay. I was just looking at this. Hildegard von Bingen. It's a symbol of, spirituality and religion, and it caught my eye that this person says, the soul is not in the body is in the soul. So I don't know if your person is becoming more spiritual or if they're very religious, but there's some recognition of their own divinity. Could be for some of you, okay? Getting a kind of an optimistic, idealistic energy from your person for those who chose option 2. So does option 2's person miss them? Angel, spirits, and guides, does option 2's person miss them? Does option 2's person miss them? I wonder if we're too different to make this work. So your person says that you guys have differences. They wonder if you're too different to make it work. Your leaving really opened my eyes. So perhaps you left this person, or there's been a separation or breakup in the connection. Maybe you stormed off after an argument or hung up on them, something along those lines. But that really opened their eyes. Does option 2's person miss them? My home life is a mess right now. Well, we kind of got the impression that something at home might not be going very well because the Healing Family Issues card came out. Especially if they have children or parents living with them, something like that. But even if they don't, they say that their home life is a mess right now. That's why they have this attitude of trying to fix something, perhaps fix something at home. Trying to show somebody their worth. What does option 2's person want to say to them, and does option 2's person miss them? For those who have chosen option 2. I wish I could take back the things I said that hurt you. So evidently this person has said some things that hurt you. I do think that they think about you, though. I do think they are missing you. But we'll get some confirmation from the Angel Answers cards on that. Because they're talking about mending or fixing something. They're talking about valuing the truth. There's sort of this optimistic energy. They have some sort of regard for the need to heal, the need to fix a messy home life, perhaps, some recognition of spirituality, which is always a good sign when we're talking about love, because it means that your person's thinking on a less superficial level than they would otherwise. I do wonder if you guys are too different right now, though, or too different to make it work. Perhaps they said something along those lines to you, something hurtful that made you walk away. But whatever the case, we're going to see if they miss you. Angel, spirits, and guides, does option 2's person miss them? Recovery. So yeah, I'm going to say they do miss you. Some of them might literally be in recovery. They have like a drinking problem or an addiction of some type. And even if it's not anything as extreme as that, if it's just codependency, perhaps on family members or roommates or anything like that, they're recovering. But, at the very least, that means there's going to be recovery in this connection. Does option 2's person miss them? Angels, spirits, and guides, does option 2's person miss them? I'm going to shuffle one more time. It says no need to worry. So if you're worried that they don't miss you, they actually do. There is no need to worry about whether or not they miss you or not. Like I said, there's going to be recovery taking place in this connection. It's having to do with perhaps your person getting counseling or in some other way addressing the needed healing of family issues here. It could have and would negatively affect their love life, and by extension you, right? Because you're interested in them in that way. But the recovery does speak about, challenging emotions that they've been dealing with for a while, and that those emotions and those challenges are beginning to fade away. So even though it's difficult right now for them, their home life is messy, there is joy in their future waiting for them. But for now, at least, they need to take the time to regain their strength. So if you're not hearing from them, or if they've been mean to you, or some combination of both of those things, it's because they are needing all the strength they can to deal with whatever situation's going on, this messy situation that's going on, related to family and or home. Yeah, I feel like this person's recovery from whatever they're recovering from, whether it be a fight with you or family members, that's nearly finished, or it's, already complete. So if you know that you've had a fight or an argument with this person and that things have gotten better, you can send gratitude to heaven for that and begin planning the next phase of your life here. But it can also say that, again, this could be something that you're not aware of that's going on with this person, depending on your level of contact. And it will be different for most of you since, I'm reading for a lot of different people and you all have different situations. But I feel it has to do with the messy home life and the healing family issues. They perhaps have some old anger issues towards, one or both of their parents. Maybe you do. So if it resonates with you, take the advice of this card that says, if you have bad feelings towards your parents, that would influence, your choice in romantic partner. And it would also influence the way you deal with, romantic relationships. So, if you need to pray on this, pray for forgiveness, pray for the knowledge of what to do in order to forgive whoever needs to be forgiven here. But I feel like your person's working on that. They're recovering from some messy issues and trying to forgive, perhaps overcome, anger issues. And that doesn't mean, that it makes, if this, for instance, for example, if this person suffered abuse at the hands of one or both parents, or if you have, that doesn't condone their behavior by forgiving them. It simply sets you free from carrying the weight and the burden of that unforgiveness. It's emotional detoxification that your person's going through here. And this could be occurring within the connection too. Maybe one of you has decided you're just not going to carry the toxic energy within your mind and body that's related to, perhaps some conflict at home or conflict with this person, especially if you're like married to this person, have been married to this person, have a child with them. This healing family issues could even be talking about your family with this person if you have one. But at the very least, it's about, inner peace, usually needing to be made with parents so that you no longer attract unhealthy relationships, unhealthy patterns, unhealthy partners, so you can be free of that and have a healthier relationship, with everyone that you attract, friends, as well as yourself. And your person is doing this, I feel. This is mostly about your person detoxifying, recovering. And so if you're worried about this person, I feel like those that this would resonate most with would be someone that knows what's going on in the situation or has some idea. And you might be worried about this person, but there's no need to worry. The angels say that your concerns are unnecessary because, God and the angels have the situation in hand and everything is going to turn out just fine. And worrying, obsessing about the subject, is not helping. The energy of worry and fear can actually slow down, the thing that you're wanting here, your desires with this person. So, just visualize, if anything, visualize a happy outcome, a loving connection, and keep your thoughts positive, because this card says that very soon you'll wonder why you were concerned at all. But the bottom line is, in short, that this person does miss you. Just looks like they have a lot on their plate right now. They could have taken it out on you. For most of you, they did say something mean, do something mean, and they know that they need to make amends for that. Perhaps they lied to you. Let's get a Love Oracle card for overall clarity and guidance. For option 2, in their person. If you like the reading so far, please hit the like button and consider subscribing if you haven't already, as that does support the channel. You can hit the bell icon to receive notifications when I upload a new video. Let's get clarification, please, on these messages for option 2 regarding them and their person. We've got wedding rings, union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. So I feel like, your person is aware of this being a soul connection. I said that earlier with that Hildegard card, that they seem to be more aware of their soul and the difference between the material and the spiritual. So there's some awareness with them. For a few of you, you might actually, like I said before, be married to this person or had been married to this person or engaged to them in the past, or one of you could be married at present. And most obviously, this card could be talking about the soul connection ascending to a higher level, and that higher level could result in wedding rings for the two of you. This could be your future spouse. This does talk about making an everlasting promise or there being everlasting love here. So for some of you, perhaps just a few, if this person is married to somebody else or living with somebody else, you probably think that the fact that their home life is a mess right now is good news, and maybe it is good news for your connection. But there is still some healing that needs to happen, some recovery that needs to take place if that's the case. Regardless, these cards are coming out for your connection. So it's saying that you guys are overcoming obstacles. Your person's attitude is one of fixing things and learning, so that you guys can prepare for union now and enter into a new phase. Because remember, the cards say you have no need to worry here. So let's look at the tarot cards. Angels, spirits, and guides for those who chose option 2. shuffle one more time. Yeah, does this person miss them? They most definitely do, with the most positive card in the deck, the Sun card. I think they are up and down in their emotions at times, but ultimately they view you very optimistically. Like I said at the beginning, I'm getting a positive energy from this person. So they have warm feelings for you. They do want to nurture this connection. I feel like you guys have fun together, or, and experience pleasure with one another, or you really have the potential to, that there are happier times ahead of you guys. And then we've got the Ace of Swords in reverse, which talks about a delay to a new beginning, a delay or a blockage to communication despite these positive feelings. Does option 2's person miss them? And then we've got the Judgment card upright. So these are two major arcana cards, very powerful, both in the upright. That tells me, it just validates once again that this person does miss you. And what it's saying, though, with that Ace in reverse is that, there is blockage to communication. Perhaps, you guys have had arguments. They did say that they wish they could take back the things that hurt you. So despite them feeling very warm feelings for you, perhaps, even you guys have children together or a child together. Like I said before, that's a possibility for some. It's very likely. They were, there was some sort of conflict or misunderstanding with communication, it looks like. But I feel like, they feel that they can be themselves with you, that they can have comfort with you and feel content in your presence, and that you could probably feel that way. Like when times were good, they were really super good, and they will be good again, I'm getting. So if you're looking for love with this person, it really does speak of a beautiful and bright romance with that Sun card. Even though I see this, Ace of Swords is in reverse, so that's more negative, obviously, than it would be if it were in the upright, but it still does, it does make sense with the rest of the reading, and this person wants to fix anything hurtful that they said to you. There is some lack of clarity in the connection with this person, and I feel like it has to do with their messy home life and things that they need to fix at home, and forgiveness that needs to take place with family members. Some sort of recovery that they need to go through, but I feel like that recovery, if it's not done already, it's almost done. But until it's done, this person might not be, well, they're not open to communicating, or if they did communicate, there's likely there'd be misunderstandings that have occurred, or maybe they have already occurred. This is more like present energy, like it would still occur at this time. There could be some coolness or detachment from this person at present as a result of everything they're going through. This is the energy of arguing as well. So take it how it resonates. If it doesn't apply to you, don't take it, but to some it will apply. And it also shows, that you perhaps hold very different spiritual views or have different ideas spiritually speaking, or they do with this person or these people that they are in conflict with, okay? That they're needing to heal with or from. But I am seeing a judgment being made here. So yeah, definitely this person, they miss you, and if they didn't say it before or didn't know it before, they know it now. There's a self-realization, and there's this awakening that what they want is another chance. They've made a choice. They've assessed the situation. They'd like a rebirth in this connection with you, okay, to ascend it to a higher level. They see you as someone that is a soulmate, someone that is worth, having a new phase with, expanding with, and taking the connection to the next level. They have had some sort of a wake-up call, or perhaps you have, maybe you both have, and they've made some decisions about what they need to get rid of in their life and what they need to keep. This is a card about coming clean with themselves, and a card about gaining clarity and maturity as well. So if they've been dancing to somebody else's tune due to religious reasons or spiritual factors or just something else that put them in odds with their parents or their family, they're instead now starting to listen to the music of their heart and following that instead. There's still more decisions likely to be needing to be made here, but I feel like your person's becoming more, tolerant and less judgmental of themselves and of other people if they were judgmental towards you, it was because they were being judgmental of themselves, and this is due to the way that they were raised, where maybe the people they were raised around had strict religious views or some other attitudes or views that were critical of your person. And so, they learned to be critical of others as a result of that. But they are leaving that energy behind now. So what does this person desire with you? Option 2. What does this person desire to happen with you? Kind of got some idea what they desire, but let's look into it further. Angels, spirits, and guides, what does this person desire to happen with option 2? They desire to enforce a plan that they're planning right now to come towards you. With the Two of Wands, you see the guy looking out over the sea, holding a globe in his hand, thinking of all the wonderful places he'd like to go. If only he could go there. And, metaphorically, it's talking about you're the world, and this person is viewing you as their world, and they're planning and plotting and strategizing a way towards you. After making a decision regarding partnerships and passion, as wands represent passion, but also there's, more decisions, like I said, that need to be made in an ocean that needs to be crossed, whether literally or figuratively, to get towards you. Perhaps it's been a long time since you dealt with this person, heard from this person, or you live at a distance, but even if you don't, there's emotional distance here that needs to be transcended, and they're planning on doing that because they view you again as someone they could have a really good partnership with. And so I feel like they're sad. Again, this is a card about missing as well, because there is some longing in this card, as this person longs to be somewhere else, longs to be where they want to be, is planning and charting a course of how to travel to where they want to go. So they're developing their goals, they're preparing to take action, and this is actually an action card, so they're taking small steps at present. Okay? I feel like they feel, a sense of confidence regarding you and your connection. They could be getting advice from others. They do want to be the leader in their life, though. They don't want to be coerced. They want to come up with the ideas and the plan to come towards you on their own, but they probably are getting advice from others on how to do this, how to approach you, how to reach out. And this is because they view you as someone they can build a rewarding partnership with, or maybe have already started building a rewarding partnership with you, depending on what level you are at in the relationship. Could be, because you have encouraged this person in the past, especially if they're creative or a creative type, then that would mean a lot to them. They feel inspired by you, but just, outright, they miss you and want to move towards you and are planning on doing so, okay? Watching you from a distance, too. So thank you for tuning in. I'm going to take this over to Vimeo, where I'm going to look at hidden factors, obstacles to this connection, and the likely outcome in future, as well as a prediction about the future, and pull some more oracle cards. So if you'd like to follow me over there, the link will be in the description box below. And if this is where we part ways, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting my channel. I appreciate it. Thank you to those of you who have subscribed already, and those of you who have purchased personal readings from me. And so, yeah, I will talk to you next time. Welcome, option 3. So does your person miss you? Let's see. Does option 3's person miss them? For those who have chosen option 3. Well, from the Romance Angels card, your first card is finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So it could be your person is focused on their finances right now, as are many of us at present, due to world situations, world events. This is, however, affecting your love life or your interactions with this person. This person's focus on their finances. Could even be that you're focusing on your finances to the detriment of your love life as well, as this card can talk about a need to redirect your energies from too much focus on or worry about work and money. But, I get that your angels want you to sort of untangle yourself from any career or money pressures at this time, so that you can enjoy other aspects of your life, including romance, okay? And so could be that your person is overly working, perhaps overly worried about their money, things like that. in a way that is potentially unbalanced. And so this person could need an infusion of playfulness and laughter in their life. Okay? Because this card coming out says that, you guys would benefit from an infusion of lightheartedness. So it could be your person misses your lightheartedness. Could be that they miss playing, having a good time, enjoying themselves. They miss perhaps, your ability to elevate their mood. Or maybe this person did that for you, where you guys just increased each other's energy levels. And, anything that increases your energy levels is indicated with this card, as it brings you not only peace, but also brings you money. So like if you're concerned about money, focusing on the positive, finding something to laugh about, enjoying yourself in some way, helps you to manifest more of everything, including romance and money. So let's look a little further into this and see what we get. I'm going to get some messages from your person to start with. Let's see what's going on with your person, option 3. Something about the person that you came here for. Angel, spirits, and guides for those who have chosen option 3. Does this person miss them? Does option 3's person miss them, please? Does option 3's person miss them? You're the only one who really knows me at all. Yeah, this person is not feeling understood in their life at present, and it could be because they're distracting themselves with too much concerns about money or work, or working too much at this time. Maybe they're considered an essential employee, but if not, there's work that you can be doing, indoors and in the yard. There's other ways that this person could be using their time, and so their message so far to you is that, you're the only one that really knows them. Perhaps you're the only one you're the only one that really knows what they need here to bring them back into balance. Does option 3's person miss them? I hope you have support to lean on while we're apart. And I want a new start with you. So that's a pretty strong indication that this person misses you, whether you're apart due to quarantine or you're in separation. I'm getting for a lot of you, you are in separation, but your paths will cross again. This person is challenged by you. They feel like you know them, better than others, and as a result of that, they are planning on coming back to you or having your paths cross again in the future, which is positive. So I'm going to look at the music oracle and see if we can get more information on this person for you. Angel, spirits, and guides for those who have chosen option 3. Does their person miss them? This will show us their attitude, their lifestyle, and another message. We've got the Grace Jones card. So their attitude at present is learn to be your own sugar daddy. Okay. So I'm seeing this two ways. This person could be saying that, they are not your sugar daddy. Learn to be your own sugar daddy. This person is focused on their money and their finances, and you should be too. Okay. Another way of looking at this is, well, that's actually the stronger message that I'm getting. Learn to be your own sugar daddy. Maybe they see you working on your finances, or assume that you know you to be a very hard worker. If that's the case, then they think that you're just being your own sugar daddy, regardless of gender. So take it how it resonates. I'm reading for a lot of different people. Their lifestyle is harness the power of an unexploded bomb, always waiting, always ticking. So harness the power of an unexploded bomb, always waiting, always ticking. So this person has a lot of energy that they're holding back for you and holding back in their lives in general. Could be they're distracting themselves with work and things like that as part of how they keep themselves in check, I'm getting, because they have so much of an excess of energy, particularly towards you. So they're just trying to harness and control their power. But, they're the type of person that when you're in their presence, you can feel the intensity of their energy, and that they have a lot going on underneath the surface. But they are waiting, and they're waiting with their heart ticking. So their heart ticks for you, I'm getting, and they're waiting for you here. And waiting for the time when you guys can cross paths again. And their message for you is to ensure survival, prey must become hunter. So they're sort of in this survivalist mentality, as I'm sure many people are at present due to world circumstances. So they're sort of telling you, giving you the advice that if you were at ever once prey or codependent or anything like that, they want you to be strong. They want you to survive during this difficult time. They want you to take the reins, stand up for yourself, and do what needs to be done here. So if you're not able to support yourself, or if you've ever been somebody that has relied on others to support you financially or emotionally, this kind of harkens back to that first message regarding your person's attitude of be your own sugar daddy. It's like survive. They want you to survive. There is concern for how you're doing here. It's interesting with these two cards. And, if this is a feminine, for those masculines watching, this person is really taking care of themselves. Like this time is allowing them to get in touch with their own inner strength, their own ability to provide for themselves, to work hard, to prove to themselves that they can survive on their own. They don't need anybody else to help them. So this is a valuable lesson your person is learning, I'm getting here. Although they do care about you, regardless of gender, this person hopes that you have support to lean on while you're apart. They, I feel, are trying to hold in their feelings for you, trying to distract themselves while at the same time waiting for you and looking forward to being with you again. And you are... you are someone that they feel they need to give the advice to about taking care of yourself, whether that's talking emotionally or financially or both. So let's look at your person's energy before I get started with the tarot using the archetype deck. Angels, show me the person that option 3 is here for. Who is option 3 here for? Show me this person. If you liked the video so far, please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Please consider subscribing, as it does support the channel. Keep it going. Your person is the God archetype. So this is about benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. So this person is in a high vibration right now. This is a card of goodness, obviously, a card of compassion, and they're seeing within you, the eternal force that's also within themselves. maybe you are the only one that really sees the goodness within this person. I'm getting for some, you seeing their goodness is what started a domino effect for them actually coming into their potential. But it's good stuff. So let's ask the tarot here. And that does speak also to the powerfulness that we see in terms of how this person is currently living their life, harnessing their power and redirecting it into productive endeavors. So if you haven't heard from this person, this is part of the reason why I'm getting. Does option 3's person miss them? Does option 3's person miss them? We've got the Knight of Swords in reverse. Does option 3's person miss them? We've got the Nine of Cups. And we've got the Ace of Cups in reverse. So I feel like this person is taking a very passive approach to the connection. While they might be busy focusing on work, I see like they're doing that in part so that they can take their mind off of you. It's almost like they're assuming that things will come together between the two of you with little effort on their part. Their considerable power is being invested elsewhere at present. However, you are their wish fulfillment. But as a result of their passive approach to the situation, I don't see things really progressing at this time. And there's reasons for that, right? Maybe it's just physically impossible for you guys to be together at this time. But in general, this is, this energy of them not really doing anything for the connection to move it forward at this time, while still like imagining you, feeling for you, lots of feelings with the Nine of Cups. That is the wish fulfillment card. And so I feel like, you represent happiness to them. I feel like they are in a higher vibration, as we already saw a couple of times, and I feel like in part that is because of something that you did or an influence that you had, some sort of love or warmth or goodness that you imparted to them or helped them to see within themselves. So in a way, the universe is shining on this person, and especially, they feel that way when they think about you. So for some of you, just a couple, you are enjoying a very fulfilling, emotional relationship with this person. Although perhaps physically separated, you still feel, joy and interact with this person. But for others of you, you are in separation from this person, and, you just know that, they're doing okay. So I feel that they do miss you, but they are doing okay. They are keeping themselves busy. And so their focus really isn't on, taking this connection to the next level or moving it forward at this time or having any sort of a new beginning here, because it seems like, circumstances won't allow it at present. So there is a delay to the connection at present, which is unfortunate for you because you probably feel that this is very promising, or it started off very promising. But right now, especially if this is a newer connection or you're waiting for a new start or a new phase in an existing relationship, it's just not really the right time to start something new or a new phase. There are obstacles, limitations, and disappointments around that. But I feel like your person, again, I'm just getting like they're doing well, they're doing good, they're happy when they think about you, maybe when they have a drink, after a hard day's work, if they're still working or if they're just working at home. Whatever they're focusing on, they're putting energy into it. They're just biding their time, I'm getting. They're surviving, they're biding their time, they're taking care of business to the extent that they can take care of business. And so, that takes a lot of their energy and a lot of their time. And so if they're taking a more passive approach to your connection, this is the reason why. I'm getting at least one or two of you, this person overindulges in either like smoke or drink, and so that makes them a little bit lazy with regards to your relationship, but take it how it resonates. There's mostly, like I said at the start, after pulling these first 3 tarot cards, there is the sense that they're kind of just thinking that this is going to come together without any effort on their part. Some of them could feel that way, not all of them, or there is some confusion or indecision here. So those of you who are in contact with this person probably aren't getting the whole story from this person. I feel like this person relies on your emotional connection to communicate things to you without them needing to say it. I don't know why that's coming through, when you would probably prefer them to verbally speak to you and say something to you or impart information. They're like relying on your emotional connection to do some of that because they feel that you know them so well. I think that's a problem, however, because even if you do have an intuitive or emotional connection, there's still room for miscommunication or doubt about what they really mean, or there's room for misunderstanding. I'm getting this as a capable person in general. However, they're again just taking a passive approach to the connection, and it could be due to more than just circumstances. It could also be due to just feeling perhaps like not 100% up to the connection, although they know that they have all these feelings for you, that they care about you. There is a bit of irresponsible energy, to be honest, in this person regarding you. Could be that they're just wanting to enjoy their freedom at this time, and not looking for a structured relationship or commitment at this time. I don't know, some of you could have had an argument with this person due to their irresponsible behavior that created a rift in the connection, but generally speaking, I feel like this person is doing well, and they feel pretty confident about your connection overall, even if you have had a rift or an argument or in separation, okay? So I'm going to look to the Love Oracle here for overall clarity and guidance on these messages for option 3. We've got heartbroken, deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, and mourning. So you could not be doing as well, some of you, as this person is doing. Especially if this was a breakup, you could be mourning the loss of that breakup. Especially if this person provided for you financially, you could be really feeling the strain and the hurt of that lack of financial support, some of you. But doesn't have to be. It's mostly about just feeling, a bit lost or sad over the separation in the situation. But this person, again, they're feeling good about it. They're sending you kisses. They're being unconditionally loving. They're open to giving and receiving your affection, and there is this energy of falling in love between the two of you, despite the distance. You could be feeling like whatever efforts that this person has done up till now in the connection has not been enough, or maybe you're having doubts about yourself in this connection and that you're not enough for this person. Some of you letting the frustration of any rift or separation with this person make you question yourself, and it's taking a toll on your confidence, creating or triggering fear or ego issues. Perhaps you're jealous that this person is seeming okay, when you're not. But don't self-sabotage the connection, I'm feeling guided to tell you, because this person has a lot of love and light for you. going to get some oracle cards for further clarification. Angel spirits and guides, give us clarification on this reading for those who have chosen option 3 regarding whether or not their person misses them. For option 3, we've got victim. So somebody here could be in a victim mentality or victim energy. And return. But you need not be, because there will be a return in this connection. This person is going to return to you. I get that. If you feel like a victim, it could be that you're feeling like you're the one that's put in a lot of effort on the situation, or you're continuing to. Maybe you feel like a hamster on a treadmill, especially if you're still working at this time. You could be feeling like victimized as a result of that. Like if you're an essential worker or something along those lines, and my heart goes out to you if that's the case. But I'm getting perhaps, with relation to this relationship, I feel like, the delays and obstacles, the confusion that's here could make you feel burnt out on the relationship. You could wonder if, this person has what it takes to be a serious partner to you, or if you do, because I saw that not enough card, right, at the bottom of the deck. So you could be feeling that way. So just take it how it resonates, apply it to your situation, how it fits, if it resonates, and so if it doesn't, pick another option or another reading. But I'm getting for, a lot of you, this victim card's here to say that, perhaps, work or money problems are wearing you down and interfering with this relationship. And we saw that already with the finances and career card. And if that's not the case, I'm getting this feeling of boredom, or feeling like this person's insincere, or like worry about whether or not they still care about you, or if their affection is waning, something along those lines. But again, I feel like for the most of you, their affection is not waning. It isn't. They're focusing, on themselves. There is a bit of selfish energy from them, but they still very much care about you. Could be, whoever is feeling like a lack of money, or who is overly focused on money and security or money and career at this time, is the one that is feeling the most victimized, whether that be you, them, or both of you. But if you're worried that this person's not returning to you, they are. Let's get one more card, clarifying option 3. Option 3's reading. Understanding, yes, there is a need for understanding in this connection, because I did see that you might need to look at this through fresh eyes, a more objective perspective, because it looks like there is a lack of communication, or a lack of understanding when you do communicate, or a general lack of understanding the connection about what's going on here, how this person feels about you. And so there is an increase of understanding that's called for in this connection. But does this person miss you? Yes, I feel that they do miss you. Everybody that came through today missed their person. I feel like your person might miss you, option 3, a hair less than the previous 2 piles, because they are feeling good about the connection and understanding that this is a time of separation that is needed and largely unavoidable, and they're just trying to make the best of that. And so they feel confident about your ability to get back together, and so that is why they're not missing you quite as much, but they are missing you. So if you want to follow me over to Vimeo, I am going to pull some more cards. We're going to look at what they're desiring in this connection with you, what obstacles there are, and an outcome with prediction of timing. So the link for that will be in the description box down below. But if you don't follow me over to Vimeo, that's fine. Thank you for tuning in, and consider subscribing if you haven't already. I am caught up on personal readings if anyone would like one of those. The instructions how to get one are in the description box, and I will talk to you next time.